Florida's a moment ago. The Dolphin starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Cincinnati Bengals. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Robinson. And the catch made by Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down or more. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Robinson. And he will find Ridley on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Robinson, off play action, sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got room. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground. And
he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Robinson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schultz.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Seven, our score after 1.
7-7.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Robinson. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that, because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll run with Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Bengals 11-yard line.
Looking to throw. Robinson. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Kevin King with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the turnover, it's Tua. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now a handoff looking right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
104 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught at about the 5. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On play action, here's Tua. Escaping the pressure, under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because We always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Play action. Now it's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 118 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Hands it off out of the gun. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw is Robinson. Off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Well, a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at the 30. 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw on second down. Robinson swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. Off play action. Robinson. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw. Robinson. Flush to his right. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Play after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Robinson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Robinson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Again, he'll drop to throw. Rolling to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Off play action. Robinson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. Now, defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime...
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Miami, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they go down to defeat